Wednesday, the Wisconsin legislature held a special session vote on a bill that included rebate checks for taxpayers, property tax relief for disabled veterans, disaster relief for flood victims, and funding for disabled children. I spent some time going through the actual bill, the amendment, and the Legislative Fiscal Bureau's report so I could give you the facts, not the talking points. After quite a bit of reading and researching the facts on the bill and the amendment, I have found a few things worth sharing. First, the bill itself was not real relief for the people who actually need it most. The rebate checks are capped at what you owed in 2024 Wisconsin income taxes, which means the lower your income, the less you get. The Legislative Fiscal Bureau's own distribution chart shows that lower income filers get a fraction of the $300 or $600. The people who reliably get the full amount are filers making $40,000 and above. Now, on to the amendment. That was added on the Assembly floor in an attempt to sweeten the deal and get more votes. This amendment would have lowered the disabled veteran property tax credit eligibility from 100% disabled to 80%. And it would have provided disaster relief grants to areas that experienced flooding this last month. Both things our state genuinely needs. Here's the problem. This amendment never went before the Joint Finance Committee, and the Legislative Fiscal Bureau was never able to assess how much it would actually cost the state. There is no funding attached to it, and buried in the language of the amendment itself is an out. The state is not obligated to pay disaster relief grants if there is no money in the account. So veterans and flood victims were used as a sweetener to pass a bill with no funding guarantee and no independent cost analysis. That's not relief. That's a promise with an escape hatch. There are legislators out there claiming that if you didn't vote for this bill, you don't support disabled veterans, disaster relief, disabled children, or taxpayers. That's wrong. Voting no on an unfunded promise isn't abandoning veterans and flood victims. It's refusing to let them be used as a political prop. Real support means actually funding the relief, not writing an escape hatch into the law and calling it done.